Hi everyone. So today is November the 13th, and it is Friday. So it is actually Friday the 13th. And I wanted to start this video Friday the 13th at the 13th hour, but we all know how children go. It doesn't always work that way. My name is Melissa Romak, and this is Romak Studios. What we do here at Romak Studios, we design our own cards, we do artwork, and we read cards. We channel messages from spirit. Right now I'm lighting a little sage. It's a mixture of a bunch of different herbs. And what I'm doing is I'm clearing the energy for the reading. I'm also clearing the cards. I've done this before I started the video. I cleared all the decks of cards. And right now, today being Friday the 13th, I wanted to tell you, as I light my sage, a little story about what Friday the 13th means to me. I used to be a very superstitious person in regards to Friday the 13th. And I even had a fish die for no reason on Friday the 13th. I've had a lot of car accidents, bad things happen on Friday the 13th. And then once I changed my perspective, and you change your perspective and you start to understand that it's a mindful exercise to change your perspective. And when I changed my perspective, having it be less of a negative thing and more of a positive, magical thing, my life changed. So that's one thing that I kind of want to point out to everybody about, being able to take the risk and step forward into something that you love to do, which is what I'm doing. I've had a lot of people tell me I should do online readings. I've done a few, and I wanted to let everyone know watching this is a collective reading for Friday the 13th. There's a lot of interesting things going on in the world today, and I think that a lot of people, let's be real, shit's hitting the fan, and I think some people saw it coming, some people didn't, and I'm not sure it's necessarily getting better or worse, because thinking makes it so, which is actually a William Shakespeare quote, but it's really a matter of mindfulness and your perspective on your situation at the current moment, or, in the future. So today it's a collective readings for everybody. Take from it what resonates, leave the rest behind. It's kind of like a buffet. If you came across this in your YouTube, it was probably meant to be, and there's probably a message in here for you. So today I'm going to use a couple of decks of cards. This deck was gifted to me, and this deck is actually from Las Vegas. I really, really love this deck. It is called Tattoo Tarot. Okay, it's gorgeous artwork. I absolutely love it. And it's a Meg Munden deck. And we're just going to leave this here for you so you can see the beautiful artwork on the deck. But I wanted to pull Tarot today versus Oracle for a lot of different reasons. But I just wanted to give a general reading here in regards to how, people are dealing with right now with the astrology and what's going on, and how people are dealing with 3D world and versus 5D world, which both are currently under extreme stress, let's be real. And I think the spirit probably has some messages that are trying to come through, and there's a whole bunch of light workers that are feeling this call to send these out and do these out for that person that needs that message. Oh, 7 of Coins reversed. 9 of Coins reversed. I shuffled this deck a lot. Oh, and Wheel of Fortune. And then we had some cards that decided to pop out of the deck as well, that decided they wanted to be seen. Ace of Coins reversed and 2 of Coins upright. I shuffled this deck for 10 minutes straight almost. Wow, what a reading. So I think that this really is saying a lot about how we are doing everything from losing money to gaining money, right? I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune in the middle. So we have, as a collective in the world right now, there's some people that are suffering, and there's some people that have, taken it as a blessing and built their own business, and it's being successful. It's the Wheel of Fortune card. It's the taking the risk to do what you love, right? And that's what I was just validated what I was saying before I even read the cards. But there's a lot of lessons that need to be learned prior to getting to that Wheel of Fortune. Really curious here to see what the book has to say. I like to go off intuition, but I also like to use the book. When I designed my own cards, I went completely off of intuition. But we have here the 7 of Coins, which is profit, growth, progress, valuable assets, fruits of the labor, hard toil, and a learning curve, anxiety around money, potential for improved status or work promotion. So yeah, I was pretty much right on point with, really, the book is a validation of losing money, losing status at work with COVID and the virus and what's been going on in the world today, and then finding fortune out of it by changing your perspective, changing your mindset. And I think that this is an everyday choice to change your mindset. This is not something that, you do once and then you're done. It's an every single day choice. You have to think about this Wheel of Fortune every single day, and how you can make choices to get you onto the path that will get you to that end goal. And if you don't know what your goal is yet, that's okay. Spirit's saying that's okay to not know what your goal is yet. But being stuck in this turmoil of upside down abundance, which is a reverse of abundance, is keeping you maybe from your Wheel of Fortune. So changing your perspective and being happy, being poor, I know that's really, really difficult to do. But when you finally accept your situation as a time in your life versus the time of your life, you don't have to live there forever. This is just where you are right now. Find something every single day to be grateful for, because this Ace of Coins reversed, right? Like, this is a beautiful artwork. I just want to point out, the peacock and the rose. I'll show it to you upright. Right? It's absolutely gorgeous. And the Ace of Coins reversed is saying to you, this could lead to some pretty amazing abundance. And this 2 of Coins is saying to you, I think that there's choices to be made. This is okay. So you've had this disaster, you've had this loss, a lot of loss, and then maybe an idea or an opportunity came along, and you might have been wrapped up too much in the loss to really see it. And in the end, you're finding yourself with a decision. A job is a job is a job, and it's great to have a job and make money, but if you're not doing something that you're passionate about, are you really living, right? And I think that that's, really important to think about in your life, of what makes your soul sing, what's your passion. Now these here are the Servants of Light Tarot. This Dolores Ashcroft Noricki. This is a very old deck. This was given to me by a very dear friend of mine. I love her a lot, and she gave me this deck. It had been passed down from person to person to person, because there's actually the spirit of an old Polish lady in this deck, and she can get quite crotchety with you. Not always do I pull out the fuck you deck, which is what I call this, pardon my French, but kids shouldn't be watching anyway. But you know, this is the fuck you deck, and right now with the astrology, what's going on in politics, what's going on health-wise around the world, what's going on with the Me Too movement, with Black Lives Matter, with everything that has happened in 2020. I think that maybe we need a little fuck you, right? So, you know, curiosity killed the cat. 9 of Spheres, oh boy. And with Christmas coming up, I don't know if you can see that. Lots of abundance. 9 of Spheres. That's very interesting to me, right? Spirit says pull another one. 2 of Staves. Oh my. Coming back to that decisions, you know, the balances. Like here we have, you know, we have a whip, right? And then we have a magical cane or wand or the shepherds, depending on how you wish to interpret that, right? But you have 2 choices in front of you, and your perception is going to give you the answer to that choice, because you're looking for the abundance. I think everybody's kind of looking for the abundance right now. Oh, the 6 of weapons. All right. So 6 is a pretty fabulous number, actually, and I don't think that a lot of people understand that. You know, the 666 for the devil, you know, people think that that's horrible, but actually there's a reason the devil chose that number, right? Because it is very abundant. And you can see that this gentleman here, you know, if you look closely at the card, he has the sword from his back. He's got the swords laying on the ground, looking at the moon, and he's holding on to this powerful weapon. And, you know, take from yourself and give to the universe. Be of service. Have a great perception. Every day, make that choice for that perception. Find that balance, right? All right. Now next I have this deck here. This is the Moonology deck. I love this deck. It's an Oracle card deck. It's a 44 card deck. Also, you know, gifted to me. God lover. And you know, there's a lot of talk in this reading about loss and loss of abundance. And then a lot of talk in this reading about it being a personal choice on how we choose to perceive what, you know, may or may not be a blessing in disguise. You may or may not be able to take it to the next level because of, you know, what's been taken away from you. I mean, the first rule of alchemy, if something's been taken from you, there's due to be something given in return. Oh, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. We need a little more love in the world. Okay, so there's not enough love being pulled into the situation. New moon is about new beginnings. The new moon is about new starts. I mean, we're looking at a completely new way that we're viewing the world now, right? And I think it's really important that people step up and understand that the change is real, and it's not something that it's not something you're going to be able to avoid. It's going to be everywhere. The Secret Language of Animals, Endangered Voices of Mother Earth from Chip Richards. This is one of my favorite decks. I always pull an animal card at the end. I know this is a really quick video. I think that Spirits really gave us some pretty direct information here. Validated a lot of things. But I think that, you know, take what you have and the blessings that you have gratitude every day, and try to move forward. You know, make that decision to change your perspective, right? And move forward. Sea turtle. Aww. Thank you, Spirit. So beginnings, self-reliance, journey, and home. And the number 7. Seven's a beautiful number. Lucky number 7. So the sea turtle, guys. Beginnings. What have I been talking about? New beginnings. Okay? So here you go. It's a very simple, straightforward reading. Happy Friday the 13th. Take this magical day and manifest some greatness. Hang on for the ride for the holiday season. And I'm going to try to do some more of these videos for you guys. And maybe the next video I'll have my own deck that I can read from. So I hope you guys are all hanging out and having a magical day. Really and truly. Make it a magical day. And love you lots.